Friends, today on the 14th anniversary of the September 11th terrorist attacks, we pause to remember the almost 3,000 people who lost their lives in these senseless attacks on our homeland. 14 years ago today, our nation watched as terrorists brought down the World Trade Center and tried to bring down other landmarks in our nation's capital as well. Americans across the country watched in awe as our brave first responders put their lives at risk to rescue their fellow countrymen from the burning buildings in downtown Manhattan, as well as the Pentagon, and as courageous passengers on United Airlines Flight 93 made the ultimate sacrifice to bravely prevent our enemies from striking another blow. In the 14 years since our nation woke up to the serious and real threats posed by international terrorism, our brave members of the U.S. Armed Services have put forth extraordinary efforts to protect our country and prevent another terrorist attack from happening again on U.S. soil. We in the North Country know too well the personal sacrifices made by men and women in uniform on our behalf, as our Fort Drum community continues to watch the 10th Mountain Division deployed to places around the globe to fight those who wish to do us harm. Our nation's service members and their families sacrifice so much to protect our liberties and national security. We must never forget what happened on September 11th and why we continue to fight against global terrorism. With this in mind, I have recently co-sponsored the National 9/11 Memorial at the World Trade Center Act. This bipartisan legislation would name the 9/11 site a national memorial and authorize annual funding for the outdoor 9/11 Memorial Plaza so that we can guarantee that this sacred space will always be a free site of remembrance open to all. On today's 14th anniversary of the September 11th terrorist attacks, let us reflect on the thousands of American mothers, fathers, and children whose lives were taken from us that day by the cowardly acts of these brutal terrorists. Let us remember the unity our nation felt in response to these attacks. Let us remember that the threat of global terrorism is still very real, and let us again unite and resolve to do everything we can to support our brave men and women in uniform and the law enforcement across this country who work tirelessly every day to keep our nation safe. Thank you.